American Gods is a fantastical tale centered on a man named Shadow. At the outset, Shadow has spent 3 years in prison. Though his sentence is 6 years, he is due for early release. Shadow senses that something dark looms ahead, a premonition amplified when a fellow inmate warns him that a storm is coming and he must be prepared. His unease seems justified when, days before his release, the warden calls him in. Shadow fears he might have to serve the remainder of his term. Yet, he is released early only to learn that his wife, Laura, has died in a car accident. He is free to attend her memorial service. Once Shadow leaves prison, strange and inexplicable events begin to follow him. On a flight to Eagle Point, Indiana, he finds himself seated in first class next to a man named Mr. Wednesday. Mr. Wednesday not only offers Shadow a job one Shadow already has, but appears to know far more about him than a stranger should, including the circumstances of Laura's death. Disturbed, Shadow leaves the plane, noting that he is not being trailed. He rents a car and sets off toward home. At a rest stop, while in the restroom, he encounters Mr. Wednesday once more as if by magic. Mr. Wednesday repeats the job offer, and after Shadow faces a trial of sorts, wrestling with Wednesday's associate, a leprechaun named Mad Sweeney, Shadow accepts. The next morning, Shadow awakens to find a gold coin in his pocket, a gift from Mad Sweeney. He witnesses Mr. Wednesday conning a gas station attendant out of cash before attending his wife's memorial service. There, he learns from Laura's friend Audrey that Laura and his friend Robbie had been having an affair. Their deaths resulted from a fatal collision while making love. At Laura's grave, Shadow tosses the gold coin into the earth and heads to the motel where he and Mr. Wednesday are staying. Before reaching the motel, Shadow is kidnapped by a mysterious fat kid who delivers a warning for Mr. Wednesday. Once at the motel, he goes to sleep only to wake at night to find Laura in his room. Though dead, she has returned to life, presumably through the power of the gold coin, and promises to protect Shadow from the looming dangers. As Shadow travels with Mr. Wednesday, the unusual occurrences continue. He receives another coin from a young woman in what appears to be a dream. Her relative, Chernabog, makes a wager, agreeing to help Shadow and Wednesday if he ultimately can defeat Shadow, a condition Shadow accepts. Mr. Wednesday organizes a meeting at the House on the Rock, attended by Chernabog and another god, Mr. Nancy. Interwoven with these events are stories of immigrants and the old gods. Shadow's experiences through dreams and observation reveal that Mr. Wednesday, Chernabog, Mr. Nancy, and the coin-giving girl are gods who came to America with the immigrants who believed in them. It becomes clear that Mr. Wednesday is the Norse god Odin. He urges the gathered gods to unite as the new god symbols of modern worship such as media, technology, and drugs, including the fat kid who kidnapped Shadow, seek their destruction. Shadow is sent to Lakeside to work under Mr. Wednesday, encountering a trickster named Hinzelman, who describes a local raffle, predicting when an old car will break through lake ice. Shadow's work with Wednesday involves constant travel, and he is eventually arrested for parole violations by Lakeside policeman Chad Mulligan. Chernabog and Mr. Nancy secure his release, but while imprisoned, the new gods manipulate television to have Mr. Wednesday shot. Shadow helps recover Wednesday's body, discovering his old cellmate, Loki Lysmith, is the Norse god Loki and an agent of the new gods. Shadow conducts a vigil for Wednesday, tied to the World Tree for 9 days, yet dies on the 3rd. Meanwhile, the gods battle at Rock City. Laura intervenes, stabbing Mr. World with a branch from the World Tree. Shadow arrives to learn that Wednesday and Loki orchestrated the battle to harvest energy from the gods. Shadow reveals the deception to the assembled gods who disperse, and he retrieves the gold coin from Laura. Back in Lakeside, Shadow finds the missing girl in the lake and confronts Hinzelman, who is revealed as a child-sacrificing entity sustaining the town's fortune. Mulligan shoots Hinzelman. Gaiman's narrative underscores belief as a central theme. The old gods survive through human faith. Once forgotten, gods vanish from memory and history. The story illustrates the duality of belief. Gods can be benevolent or cruel, shaped by human perception. Ultimately, the novel emphasizes the importance of remembering one's roots and cautions readers about the power of faith and forgetfulness, both collective and personal. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.